Hey, everybody, welcome to the Major League Minute Podcast. I'm Doc, and I'm here with GMP, and today we are talking all things MLV and a little LOVB.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit. Holler if you hear me. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Major League Minute Podcast on YouTube. We're also follow us on, what are you laughing at?
This is going to be a fun one today.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Major League Minute.
Please.
And yes, and looking forward to today's episode with GMP. Actually, it was an interesting week in the MLV, but before we get into that, why don't we talk a little bit about the Volley app? I'm simply enjoying the fantasy league myself. I don't know if you are.
I am, but I'm also frustrated because I'm not finishing in like the top 5.
I'm trash at it too, evidently.
This week I finished 11th.
So we have
25 in our league.
So in the Major League Minute League,
that's not good enough.
We have 25 teams. We can add teams at any moment. So if somebody still wants to get plugged in, it's never too late to join the Major League Minute
Fantasy League.
Yeah. So how do they do that real quick?
Play Volley, playvolley.com/MLMs.
Yes.
So playvolley.com/MLM. And then you go to the fantasy section and you can join our league. You just search it.
Yep. And this is all free. You just have to download the app.
Yep.
And you can join at any time.
Yep.
And this is one thing that I needed help with because every 1 to 3 weeks, you pick a new.
Yeah. So you can sign players with either a 1-week contract, a 2-week contract, or a 3-week contract.
That's what I'm talking about. You can bail on your team on a week-to-week basis.
Honestly, that's my strategy because just like the level of the league is just, there's so many players out there scoring a lot of points. So I personally like the strategy of signing only 1 week.
Right.
But sometimes that nips you in the butt because if you're not there on a Sunday night to get your team, you might not snag the player that you had before if you want them again.
Okay.
So again, it's my strategy to go week by week, and I'm just ready on Sunday night to sign up.
Risk and reward. You got to kind of weigh the balances in that. However, we do have somebody that's in our league that is performing well on the national stage.
Shout out to Go Bills.
Go Bills.
No idea who you are, where you're from, but thank you for joining. And I'm not thankful that you're beating me. I'm just saying it.
So he's winning our league, and he's ranked 52nd nationally, which is pretty impressive. So go Bills. If you're watching this, let us know who you are. We just wanted to give you a shout out today. There's also some other features in the Volley app that we want to talk a little bit about.
Yeah, I noticed. So I think Volley is like really trying to upgrade, like week by week. They're trying to see how can we make this even better than it already is. And so one cool thing is you can click on players now and all of their socials are like tagged onto their account. So if I go to Reagan Cooper and it'll show me the little Instagram icon and I can click it and it'll immediately take me to her page on Instagram. So if like I want to start following players, it made it that much easier.
Instant access. You can do it. You can access it straight through the platform, through the app.
Another thing is they added now like the points scored in the fantasy aspect. So maybe like the stats before were just like, Reagan Cooper scored 17 points on Friday night. But now it's like Reagan Cooper scored 41 points on Friday night, and it's the fantasy score.
Okay.
So I personally really like that because that helps me pick my fantasy team.
Okay.
I don't. Admittedly, I have not read through all the fine print. I don't exactly know like the 1-to-1 ratio or whatever it is on how you score points. So that's why I like to see, okay, how many points has Leah Edmonds scored in the fantasy league? How many Brooke Nonaviller? I like to compare. And so I really was excited when I saw that addition.
And that's a new feature?
Yep.
Shout out to the Volley app. Thank you guys for joining us, playing along in our league. So we also use the Volley app for the AMA portion of some of our episodes. Do you want to touch on that a little bit? Who's going to be on there?
Yes. So AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. And it's not us. We feature special guests.
Although we very could ask you anything at some point in time.
They hear me talk all the time.
Okay.
But maybe we'll say, maybe if we don't have anybody at the end.
Thumbs up in the comments if you want us to do it. Ask
me anything.
You anything.
To
Ask
GMP?
GMP anything.
we'll see. Okay. So anyway, our last week we had the Cubic sisters. That was so fun. Yes. I hope everybody enjoyed listening and getting to know them a little bit. And then next week we're going to have our very own Spitfire Puerto Rican, the best chongi out there, Natalia Valentine Anderson.
What's a chongi?
You'll have to ask her next week.
Okay, I'll put that
She's
in my
the
notes.
one who taught me that word.
Okay.
So I am so excited. Natalia and I have just like a long history. We met my rookie year overseas in Puerto Rico in 2013. She came up to introduce herself to me because we were on the same team, and she asked me where I was from. I said, Omaha, Nebraska. She said, no way. My boyfriend's from Omaha, Nebraska.
Colt.
And Colt, yep, is now her husband. So they got married and they live here in Omaha, have a home.
But she doesn't play for Omaha this year. She plays for the
Dallas Pulse.
She's the setter for the Dallas Pulse.
If people don't know that by now, shame on you, because she's performing great. Dallas is doing great.
Dallas is the expansion team this year in the MLV. Actually, I think they're currently sitting in second place.
They're second.
Second or third, but
second.
Doing really well.
Yeah. So anyway, Natalia Valentine Anderson, long history with her. She's an exceptional person, great friend, positive, hardworking. I mean, I could go on for 5 minutes.
So ask Nati anything. How do they actually, again, just like we did last time with the Cubic sisters?
Same exact thing. So they'll go to the Volley app.
Okay.
If you don't have it downloaded yet, again, it's free. playvolley.com/MLM is just the easiest way to do that. And then in the community section, all you do is you go into that, and right at the top, it's going to say, ask Nati anything. And that's where you submit your questions. And you can do it anonymously if you are a little bit nervous.
Right.
I don't know why you would be, but it is a feature. You can do it mysteriously.
So we'll accumulate those questions. And when will we have Nati? When will she be able to answer those questions that they submit to the Volley?
So everyone has until Monday, February 9th. Probably at noon is going to be the cutoff to submit those questions. And we will be hosting her next Monday afternoon. And that's when we'll get the answers out of her.
Looking forward to that episode. Can't wait to ask her some things.
She's so funny. It'll be a great time. I hope you all tune in.
Well, should we get started? Let's get down. Let's get down to business. That's the only part I know.
Me too, actually, I think. Okay, we both had, I'll say that, a much better week this week than
I thought the
picks
were more cut and dry, though. There wasn't a lot of iffies.
That is correct. So I went 8-0, you went 7-1, and it was the only match where we were like, okay, let's split.
Could go either way.
It could go either way. Okay. And so
which one was that?
It was Indy versus Dallas.
Oh yeah. We thought that was a toss up, but it was far from a toss up. And we'll talk a little bit about that later, which was surprising to me.
Yeah.
But okay. But yeah, you went undefeated.
You went with Dallas. I went with Indy, but we could have just flipped a coin. I mean, we were both on the fence. We didn't know what to do. So it was a much better week of predictions for us than the previous week. We'll see how this coming week goes.
We'll get down to that at the bottom, right? We're going to do our picks again.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, who knows? We could have a great week and then a terrible week.
You could go 8-0 and 0-8.
Yeah,
it's entirely possible. Let's talk about the first matchup. We're recapping last week's matches, correct? We're talking about the Dallas Pulse. They were at Columbus. We both picked Dallas in that one. Mm-hmm. Looks like Dallas swept Columbus. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. I was reading a different note that I had, but yeah, Dallas swept Columbus.
Which was no surprise. I think I don't know about a sweep for me.
I was going to say, I don't know if I was expecting a sweep, but it also doesn't surprise me.
Right.
If that makes any sense. So did you see who the Dallas Pulse picked up?
I did not see, and I did not hear.
Okay. So kind of shocking for me, but it was a setter.
Okay.
Claire Amaral.
Do you know her?
Yes. She was drafted by the Omaha Supernovas this year. And
out of where?
Iowa.
Oh, that's Claire?
Yeah, that's Claire. And she had a great couple of weeks with Omaha, and they were sad to waive her. It's just with how the roster lined up, it just how the cards played out. But I heard nothing but wonderful things about her. Everyone said how great of a teammate she was. Everyone said how great her work ethic was. everyone said how like her passion for the game was unmatched. And although I didn't get to personally ever witness her playing, I did get to witness her during the Omaha Supernovas like preseason match against themselves. Yeah. And Claire didn't get to see the court one time, but you would have never thought it, because she was on that sideline literally pouring her heart out to her teammates, jumping up and down, cheering. I mean, there's nobody in the gym. It is just an exhibition match. And she is out there. She is going for it.
She's a rookie, just having fun.
Immediately, I admired her.
Okay, so I got 2 questions as it relates to that. So Supernovas waive Claire. Where does she go for 4 weeks?
I don't have an answer for that.
Does she go to Puerto Rico and play and then come back, or how does?
Oh no, that wouldn't have
just does
been
something
realistic.
Else?
I guarantee you, what she did was went home, and
so it wasn't a trade.
No, it wasn't a trade. She's been available for the last, I don't know, month.
Okay.
And I bet you she just went home and trained and stayed determined. She didn't give up hope.
She stayed ready so she don't have to get ready when the pulse comes calling.
That is just spot on.
Okay.
You nailed it.
So how does that work though? So now Dallas has 3 setters?
That's why I found it really interesting. Nothing against Claire. I think, like I just said, I think she immediately captivated me and had my admiration.
Okay.
But I don't understand from the Dallas coaching perspective or GM perspective of why they hired another setter.
Remains to be seen. Stay tuned. We'll see how all this plays out.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're playing great. Up to this last game, they've been playing outstanding.
Yeah.
But back to the match.
Yeah.
Dallas at Columbus. Dallas swept Columbus behind 4 aces from Sofia Maldonado Diaz, 3 blocks for NVA. Our guest next week. Yeah, I wrote it.
Okay.
That's what they call her. Nati Valentina Anderson with 3 blocks, and she loves these blocks.
Oh man, there is nothing that gets her more fired up than getting a block.
And that needs to be one of our questions. Is that one of her favorite things to do, a solo block?
I think that would be anyone's favorite thing to do.
It could be, but she loves baby food digs, though.
Okay, true, but those don't always correlate with a point. Yeah.
Okay.
Remember last week with the cubics, I asked them, I said, what's better, like a solo block or like whatever? I don't even remember the other option I gave them because I already knew the answer, and it was a block. Okay. It was a block.
Solo block?
Yes. There's just something about shutting someone down.
Mano y mano on the pin?
Yes. And it's like instant. Do that one more time.
Next serve, next play.
Exactly. So.
And she ain't afraid to let them know that she soloed them as well. So we'll get to her dance as well, what her celly looks like when she solo blocks somebody. But she had 3 blocks versus Columbus. Very efficient, effective play for the middle blockers as always. Seems to be a repeat from week to week, match to match. These match to match, the middle blockers for the Dallas Pulse seem to be holding down the middle and creating some problems from no matter who they're playing against.
I think with it's such a, half are young, half are vets.
Okay.
And I am so impressed with, the youth on that team and how they're handling everything.
So the 2 middle blockers, one's 6'7", the other one's 6'4" or whatever, but are they rookies? Are they?
Tristan is.
Okay.
Savage? Yeah. Okay. Savage is, but Buskirk is not.
Van Buskirk?
Yep. Okay. She's Canadian.
Okay.
She's played for, oh gosh, you're putting me on the spot, but I think she was on Vegas.
Okay.
I think she was Vegas
originally, but that's Van Buskirk. She had 10 of 6. She hit 10 of 16 for 438 with 3 blocks.
Yep. It was good.
Savage hit 3 of 6. I mean, they were both efficient and effective out of the middle, which seems to be Nati is set going to the middle. She's not just relying on these Maldonado and Mimi Collier on the pins. She's actually going, and even more so trying to get Kelsey Payne going. I'm noticing that. She was feeding her the other day. I don't know if it was this match or the other one. I think it was this one.
I'm actually trying to pull up stats right now while you're talking.
Yep, go ahead. I'll keep talking. She's committing to getting the middles going as well as the opposite. We know what Maldonado and Mimi can do on the outside, but she's really sticking to and finding ways to keep the middles engaged and to get Kelsey Payne going on the opposite pin.
That's what I like about Nati is she'll give her hitters chances. There are some setters out there. I'm obviously not going to name names, but they only set who they're comfortable with or who's producing immediately.
Are you mad about that or?
No. Trying to sound like you did the other week.
As a setter myself,
yeah,
I get it.
That's why I'm not mad. But
you can't be predictable. I mean, you can't.
Yes, you cannot be predictable, but I have to put myself in a setter. If I was a setter and the game was on the line,
I'm going to my dog.
I'm going to the dog. I agree. And I think at the end of the day, Natsy's going to do that as well.
Yeah.
But before it gets to that point, she gives opportunities to her teammates to become the dog.
Yes.
Where maybe other setters don't feel as comfortable with that. And so they don't really create an opportunity or an environment or a set where one of their hitters is going to find their rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
They might get 2 or 3 chances. And if they don't produce, probably not going back to you the rest of the set.
Oh, that's tough. But I get both sides of it. I mean,
I absolutely get both sides of it. And that's why, again, I'm not mad.
Because you do got to cook when the stove's hot. I mean, if you're cooking on the middle, you're cooking on the outside, you're cooking on the pins, and you're cooking out of the back row. I mean, when you got everybody cook, you got all the whole, the stove is working. You got the back burner, the front burner, the 2 burners on, everybody's cooking. I mean, that's what Nati is intentionally attempting to get going. And she's going to keep going until all these burners are cooking.
Can we just move on? Because that was perfect.
Okay,
that was perfect. How can you even add to that?
We didn't talk about Columbus at all, though. Okay. One of the bright spots for Columbus was obviously Raina Terry. She hit 303, going 14 of 33. But Reagan Pittman, did you have her on your? Do you have Reagan Pittman on
my fantasy team?
Yeah.
I don't know if I had her this week.
No,
Let's see.
She wasn't. Nope.
I had Lydia and Tristan.
Probably
this week.
A good thing because she was pretty much held in check by the Dallas Pulse middles, which was, I mean, she's been balling out.
She has been. Not okay. We might as well get to it now.
Go ahead.
Not everybody. I was finding it difficult this week to find one player that performed well and at a high level on both of their matches.
Because everybody played twice.
Everybody played twice. Okay. Yep. And so we'll get to who we settled on as the most consistent and the best performer of the week. But before we do that, I just thought it was a little bit difficult this week. Not everybody was on both matches.
Yes.
So
I'll agree with that.
Maybe Pittman, maybe it's all about matchups. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons, but
particularly it's a tough matchup for her with the 2 Dallas middles.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it was about.
Maybe.
We'll go with that. But anyway, Dallas swept Columbus. Move on. Atlanta at Indy. We both picked Indy.
Yes.
Indy won in 4 sets behind a stellar performance by the middle blocker, Blake Moeller.
Yeah, she's stepping up.
What do you mean by that?
I just think that she's starting to get a little more of a spotlight because she's making it hard to not be seen. You know what I mean?
Yep. She was definitely stuffing the stat sheet stuffer. Put that one. Say that 5 times.
I don't want to. I'll probably say something bad.
Stat sheet stuffer. Blake Moeller went 7 of 21, hit 333 with 7 blocks and scored 14 points out of the middle for the Indy Ignite as they took Atlanta in 4. Also, there she is again, Lydia Martin. She's been consistently weak, and I think you called it out in the middle before the season even started. You like her game. You like her presence in the middle, both offensively and defensively, which if you're playing a fantasy league, that makes a difference because you can score offense and defensive points.
Exactly,
okay.
With a kill or with a block.
Yes.
That's an offensive and a defensive.
Yep. She hit 5 of 12 for 333, 2 blocks. Teeler does what Teeler does. Teeler did what Teeler did. She had all scores with 19 points, hitting 16 of 40 for 325. So that's a take on the Indy Ignite, how they were able to overcome in 4.
I don't know if you saw that, or I don't know if you said this already, but I thought that it was kind of an off night for Member Monet. So
for Indy, yeah.
For Indy. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's just interesting to me that, you know, when some people aren't stepping up, others are, or like when, you know, someone who's expected to perform doesn't. It's awesome to see that other people on their team are, and that happened with every team across the league this year or this week. Sorry.
And that goes to cooking, getting all these different burners, cooking them. When you're cooking, they're all warm.
Yes.
You know what I mean? One's not off, one's on. We're cooking on in every position, getting everybody involved and creating a dynamic offense.
So I gotta talk about Mia.
Tuaniga?
I wish that I could get up and show you and reenact her sellies.
Please do.
I can't. She rounds her shoulders like this with her fists like this, and she like does this weird little skip, and I am dying. I think, have you not noticed it? She even grittied at one point.
I seen the walk-off gritty to end the match. I did see that one, but yeah. What are you calling this?
I don't
shimmy?
know.
Is it a shimmy? Is it
it's like a
Conor McGregor?
It's like a muscle man, like she
like flexing on him?
Like flex.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly it.
Flex on them.
She's flexing on them.
Like, I love the personality coming though.
Absolutely. I'm applauding it.
Okay.
Let me be clear. I am applauding that. I think I want to see more of it. I just think it's funny because we don't necessarily see that all the time.
I think it's great. What did you do in your day when you knew you were cooking?
Probably absolutely nothing exciting.
Okay.
I
just walk it off like it was just another day, just another block, just another kill.
No, not like that.
Okay.
That sounds prideful.
Okay. No, but I mean, just stay level-headed.
That's
how I played. I didn't get too high, get too low, just kind of stay right here. But that ain't no fun for the crowd. That ain't no fun.
You stay level-headed?
That was
way back.
What
are you talking about?
That was way back. That was before I started talking trash and saying no.
Yeah, you were the biggest trash talker I know.
What was it, Planet of the Apes?
Which one?
I don't know. The one where the ape talked and he goes, no. Is that what he said?
Yeah. Yep, that's you. That's you when you block somebody.
Yes.
I will forever think of that from now on.
That is closed. Back to the match. Maddie Walk, right? She was released, picked up by Love Houston. Wherever Lednicki is. I think it's Houston was picked up there. Gone the next day.
And
snatched her up.
Started.
She did?
Played.
I don't know if she started.
Okay.
But she did get in. She did set Lednicki.
She got in multiple times. Okay. It wasn't just like one and done. She got in multiple times.
Okay.
So it's just that's just so interesting. But I want to say that that's no knock to Atlanta Vibe because it's all about personnel.
Right.
If the team just happens to be grooving more with Avery Carlson, then I understand and I respect their decision. It's no disrespect or like devaluing of Maddie Walk. Every single person listening knows that she's a great player.
Right.
Unfortunately, I just don't know if
we don't need to know.
Yeah,
could be
that's
fit,
true.
Could be timing, could be anything. The bottom line is they chose to go with the Atlanta Vibe Avery Carlson as the number one setter, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah. And she did very well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to solidify your starting position. I think I talked about this before, but making like when you're consistently the starter, you're now able to really like fulfill and dive into your role versus a bench player. I personally think is a much more difficult job, a much more difficult role to handle because there's always uncertainty and there's more pressure in my opinion.
Right.
So anyway, Avery, I think is handling that well. And I think she's starting to get a rhythm and the hitters around her are getting on rhythm and it's looking good.
It's just an interesting dynamic. You have the Pulse picking up a setter. You have the Vibe waving a setter. It's just interesting. But like you said,
it's all just about needs and personnel.
And fit and personality. And after dropping the first set, the Vibe rallied to win the second, then went on to drop the next two sets. Among the positives for the Vibe was the play of Corey Lewis, middle blocker. Seemed pretty good out of the middle there, hitting 4 of 9, 444. And Anna Dixon, the opposite, hit 500.
Was it this match or the second match where she got a career high?
Might have been the second match.
I think it was. She didn't even get the start. She came in.
In the other match?
In the other match. We'll get to that, I guess. My bad. I'm jumping ahead.
Also, number one or first round draft pick for the Atlanta Vibe, there was a Ava Martin sighting in the third and fourth set. So
yeah. I don't know if she necessarily, I remember she didn't finish at the highest hitting percentage, but I think they can count on her for passing and ball control.
Is that what that's about? And then you did see her start the next match.
Yes.
She did start the next match. So good for her getting some time.
I know there are a lot of fans out there excited to see her touch the court.
Absolutely. And then we got to talk about Mia Tuaniga, the gritty the walk-off gritty.
To
end the match.
Becoming one of my favorites.
To me, it looks like the Indy, they're firing on all cylinders. They're cooking in every position. Would you agree with that?
I would. Absolutely. I don't really see a weakness in their team right now. But specifically with Mia, no disrespect at all, but when she was at USC, it's kind of maybe the personnel thing. I think when she was at USC, I don't think she could have elevated her game the way I see it now.
Okay.
Now she's with different players who might be better, stronger, faster, all the
Hopefully
above.
We're in the MLV. We're not in college anymore.
And so she is really elevating her game.
Good.
So I'm excited to see her growth in this career of this season. And
this is also her second year of pro volleyball. Last year, I don't know if she played.
She was not a starter. I'll say that.
And there's some benefit to that. And, in hindsight, you look back, you can learn a lot from the bench and not being so shout out to her. She's making the most of her opportunities, and they're rolling as far as I'm concerned. Indy's balling right now.
We'll move on.
Yes.
Because we can say more about her. We can say a lot more about her, but yeah, I just really like how, maybe this is so probably wrong, but I feel like maybe she was cuffed at USC.
Handcuffed?
Does that make sense?
Oh, it could be.
And now with Indy Ignite, she's let loose.
That's great. That's a good way to put it. When you got weapons in every position, and there's even weapons on the bench. Anna DeBeer hasn't seen the court in maybe a couple matches.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's her ankles bothering her again. They're dropping some documentary on her this week. Did you see that?
No, is that on the MLV?
Yeah, it's on the Indy Ignite page, but the MLV, I think, reposted it.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it seems like high level documentary.
Production?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, all right.
Should we move on to Orlando at Grand Rapids? We both picked Orlando in that one.
Yep. So this game was intense.
Did you watch it?
I watched most of it.
Okay.
Most of it. It was an absolute battle. What?
How can you have a sweep that's a battle?
It was by 2 points. Every single set was 2-point difference.
Okay. 2 out of the 3 sets.
No.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, 2 out of the 3 sets went into, in baseball, we call it extra innings. In volleyball, you call it when you go above 25.
Extra points, I think is all we say. Extra points. The first 2 sets were by 2-point difference, and then the third one was these extra points. So it was 31-29.
Mm-hmm.
So every set was by 2-point difference.
Mm-hmm.
How can you not say that?
But it was a sweep.
I don't think that matters. It was 2
Obviously, it matters. You either get a W or you get an L.
Okay, that's true, but Orlando only won by 6 points.
It was a competitive sweep. Let's call it what it is.
I think a competitive sweep and a great game are still the same exact thing.
The bottom line is it was a sweep.
Wow, we are very much differentiating on this.
Yep, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree. It's a sweep. A sweep is a sweep is a sweep.
I disagree.
Okay.
If it was 25,
is this about 20, being close, or is this about actually winning? We're in the MLV.
Hold on.
Nobody cares how competitive it was. Did you win or lose?
Any team is going to win or any team is going to lose. So I don't see how that question. I still think the question is, was it a great match? And I say yes, and you're saying no because it was a sweep.
A great match would have been win, lose, back, forth.
All right.
This was just to
each their own. I think that I disagree, and you're going to disagree with what I say, and that's fine.
Am I raising my voice? Do I need to back up from the mic?
We can throw fists after this.
Okay, Orlando was led by none other than Brittany Abercrombie, 22 of 43, hitting 485.
Come on, you guys. Does she have any weaknesses?
I've seen her take some sets off.
True. I think last week, didn't I say she had an off night?
Yeah.
But, that's 1 out of 50 games. She's just so impressive.
Yeah,
always finds a way to score.
Is she the only lefty in the MLV?
That's a great question that I don't.
She's the only one I've seen over on the opposite over there.
I don't feel confident saying yes, but I can't think of any other lefties.
Okay. And probably the reason why she hit so well is because Charity Super Duper Looper was going off on the outside, being 14 of 32 for 375. She's probably the most dynamic. I mean,
Charity.
Yeah.
Super duper looper.
Super duper looper. She was dynamic on the outside, hitting 375 and taking the pressure off Brittany on the opposite, so she doesn't have to do so much.
Yeah. That's what every team needs. You don't want one person carrying the whole load.
Mm-hmm.
And so props to Charity, but I think we've said this in the previous weeks, but she is another player that's really excelling and elevating her game this season.
Yes. You talking about Charity Super Duper Looper?
I'm talking about the Charity Super Duper
Looper.
Yes.
She is on the upswing, and I'm
Do you think that's her middle name?
No. No.
Oh, okay.
But she was playing super that night in this highly contested sweep by the Orlando Valkyries.
I want to punch you right now.
Behind Bree Kelly's effective middle blocking. She's a middle blocker. She hit 7 of 12, 583. Good for her out of the middle, Bree Kelly.
Yeah, and she was someone. It's so funny that we're repetitive. We keep saying how this person and this person and this person is elevating their game. She wasn't even a starter at the beginning of the year.
She's a rookie, right?
She's a rookie. She got drafted by the Orlando Valkyries. She saw the court only a couple matches ago, and she didn't start. And now look at her; she's a starting middle.
It also helps when you got Brittany on one pin, you got Super Duper on the other pin. I mean, you're bound to have the middle go off as well.
But here's the question: Kaz Brown is injured.
Okay.
So my thought, or was this match, or was it this match or the next match? Man, everything blends together.
It's okay. We'll have to look it up.
My question then, though, is when Kaz Brown is healthy, who's going to get the starting spot between Kaz, Bree, Natalie? It's probably going to go week by week.
Right.
Would
and
be
that's
my
what
guess.
You want. You want the competition for the competition for the position.
You also like the diversity for like the opponent because you scout.
Yes.
Every player doesn't play the same.
Exactly.
So to have 3 different weapons, 3 different people that they have to scout against, that's nice.
Right.
That's really nice.
In the competitive sweep, Grand Rapids was led by Carly Snyder, who went 16 of 39, hitting 359, and then Paige Briggs
PBR.
PBR.
I love that they call her PBR.
Can you say that?
They say it on TV, on YouTube.
Used to be PBR me ASAP.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should we throw that in there?
Me ASAP. You know what that meant?
Give me a beer.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were old enough to know what a PBR was.
It means beer me.
But again, beer me ASAP.
Yeah.
She hit 17 of 39, hit 308 in the match in the competitive sweep.
Yeah. Paige, okay, back to Fantasy League.
Yes.
Last week, I didn't notice this. Paige scored like 100 points.
Okay.
It was insane. I now that I'm starting to see who's scoring what, I did not know that she scored that many points. That's the most I've seen, which I could have missed others, but I was like, holy cow.
What does that mean when she's scoring that many points?
It means she's doing literally everything. She's getting kills. She's getting blocked. She's getting digged.
Sheet stuffer. Say it for enunciate.
Stat sheet stuffer. I can't, you guys. I'm going to say something bad.
Just one time. Try.
Stat sheet stuffer.
Got it. She's doing all things
sweating.
well. You're good. Next play.
Jeez. A little bit of a down night, I thought, for their opposite, Elizabeth Inna.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't necessarily perform at her highest, but I was impressed with Carly Snyder. Can I just say something? I was listening to the game, and the commentator said, Carly Snyder back to the service line. She's got one of the best serves in the league. And I was like, wait a minute. So I went online. She's not even on top 10 leading in aces. Do
you want to know who he is? You probably can probably name him. I got it pulled up right now.
Natalie Foster. Mia Tuaninga.
She's 4th. Maldonado Diaz is 2nd. Grace Loberg is 3rd.
Maren Grote's on there.
Kiara Reinhardt is 5th.
Kiara Reinhardt. Nice. I like that.
You're welcome.
It fits.
Grote's in there too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought, man, there's no disrespect to her serve.
But where did that come from?
But I thought, interesting that you would describe it like that when she's not even in top 10.
But did you actually see her serve? Was it
It's
unique?
A jump topspin. No.
Oh, that's baby food.
Well, okay. Let's be nice.
I mean, that's easy to pass though, right?
And as a passer, I would much 10 out of 10 times pass a topspin serve than a float.
Because that's predictable, because it's going to revolution. It's going to go this, as opposed to what's the contrary, a float or a jump float? What's that going to do?
It could literally go anywhere. It could like drop straight in front of you. It could take off and hit you in the face.
It could float.
It can go to the side. I mean, a float serve, someone who does it well, I'm probably going to miss it. It's so hard to read. But with a topspin, all you have to do is basically get in the way.
Yes.
And
just hold.
It's defense at that point. Now, there are some people who I think who have the ability to put curve on a topspin. I can't speak necessarily for anyone in this league this year because I'm not on the court passing them.
Right.
But there are players who can definitely make a topspin serve dangerous.
I thought Brooke Mosier's topspin serve.
That is a tough. Great person to call out. I wish that she could get used more as a serving sub, but she comes cold off the bench and she gets in there and absolutely hammers.
She does.
A topspin serve.
And that's what I'm talking about. When you get your opportunity, because the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts for the lifetime of the opportunity. So when you get in there,
I've heard that one before.
Cut it loose, and she cuts it loose.
Yeah, she goes in there fearless and she hits hard. So again, I'm not on the other side passing, so I don't necessarily know if it's curving one side or another, but she uses strength and speed, and that can make it more difficult for sure.
Now, while we're on the serving thing, I got to ask you. I mean, you can be honest with me on this one.
Am I ever not honest?
I don't know. Well, yeah, about the competitive sweep.
That is fully honest.
Natalie Foster's serve is nasty.
It is.
Filthy McNasty. My question to you is, as a professional volleyball player, you can answer this in any way you feel you would like.
Okay.
Does she really have any idea where that serve is going?
I don't think so.
What would you call that? Is that a hybrid?
It's a hybrid.
Okay.
So if we're going on difficulty,
that thing's nasty.
Hybrid might be more difficult to me than a solid float serve.
What is a hybrid?
A hybrid is like it spins but floats at the same time.
So it's spinning and floating?
Yeah.
Is that hard to hit? Why doesn't people hit it? Why don't they? Is it hard?
It's like
risk
impossible.
Reward?
It's almost like
on accident.
You can't coach it.
Okay.
You're laughing, but I'm being serious.
So you're answering my question without answering it. So she really has no idea where that's going.
Personally, I do not think she has any idea where it's going. And that's okay.
And neither do they.
And that is totally okay because it works for her.
It absolutely has and is working for her.
And
she is leading the league,
successful.
19 aces. The next one below her is Maldonado Diaz with 9.
That is crazy to me. That is such a huge gap, but that's why it's so difficult. You can't read a hybrid.
Right. And I thought it was brilliant. We'll get into this in one of these other games. They started her on the service line in the 5th set.
Oh,
and she went on a 3, 4, 5 point run
is
because
definitely
of her serve.
Strategic move and well done by the coaching
What a
staff.
weapon of mass destruction.
Okay, but then it really stinks if she does miss like right from the get-go, but she didn't do that. So
no, I mean, I love it.
Me too.
But you answered my question.
Because I'm not passing. That's why I love it.
Okay.
I love watching it. I don't love passing it.
Let's get off
where
that one.
Are we even?
The competitive sweep, we're getting off of it. Go ahead.
Who's the best setter in the league?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Thank you for asking.
No. I know what you're doing. You're looking up assists. And I don't think that is not a.
I'm just looking it up. I'm just telling you what the numbers say. The numbers don't lie. People lie about the numbers, but the numbers don't lie. So let's just look at the numbers, and then we can superimpose your opinion over the numbers.
There is like beef grilling between us?
Hey, I'm just telling you. I'm just sharing information.
Oh my gosh.
So at the top of the assists is Sydney Hilly, almost 12 assists per game. She's averaging 12.
Okay, just give me top 5.
Shampoo.
Okay.
Marley,
Okay.
Ashley Evans.
Okay. That was 4.
I can't pronounce the 5th one. So, Kara Sage Torres. Sage. Yeah. Okay. Nati's noticeably 6th.
This is a prime example.
You're welcome.
I do not think specifically when it comes to assists that is directly correlated to who the best setter in the league is.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing.
Here's why. Sydney Hilly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is no, like, I am not saying, here's what I am saying. Sydney is a great setter.
Mm-hmm.
I am not saying she's a bad player in any way.
Bad setter, no.
But Sydney is mainly only setting Brooke. So, and Brooke is the only one who is scoring. So, of course, that's going to give Sydney a lot of assists.
So you're saying like this is a false positive in some sort?
Unfortunately, in my opinion, which is not right or it's not wrong, who knows? I think that's a false positive.
Okay.
I think it does not necessarily directly correlate to who the best setter is. In my opinion, I get to say whatever I want, right? This is my podcast.
Do what you do. Let them know.
I'm looking at all things. First of all, a setter needs to be a quarterback. So I'm looking at attitude.
Okay.
That's big for me. Strategy that a setter needs to know. They need to have their peripheral vision on lock. They need to see the other side of the net so that they can get their hitters one-on-one. That's the goal of a setter, is to always get their hitter one-on-one.
As much as possible.
You got to put into play their blocking, their defense, and their serving.
Okay.
So out of those, I don't even like to cap it at that top 5. If you think of all the teams, who's the best setter?
Well, we just said, are you asking me? Or are you going to tell me?
I think it's a rhetorical question right now. I think we need to think about it and we need to hear from others.
If that's your position, then how would you even answer that question? If it's not based on numbers, if it's not based on...
I don't think it should be based
objective, then it's based on opinions.
I'm looking for opinions.
Yeah, this is just assists. It doesn't talk anything about defensive.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay,
I don't
now we're
think
getting to it.
Looking at assists only is the right move. Yes. I think you have to look at... I'm not disagreeing with you. Numbers do tell the truth.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. I agree with that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that these numbers are phony. I just don't think looking at assists alone tells you who the best setter is.
So then tell me this. Can we determine who the best setter is possibly by taking in assists, blocks, digs, aces? So you're saying a high-level setter should be a stat sheet stuffer. It's more about just assists.
I think it's even different for an outside, for example. Excuse me. An outside who has the most kills, I could argue that is a great outside. Okay. If you're a weaker passer as an outside, I still think you could be one of the best outsides because you're undefendable. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But with a setter, I think they need to really be able to showcase all the skills.
I got you.
Does that make sense?
It does.
I know that their position is a setter. I get that.
And as we're looking at it, I'm looking at what setters are leading the league in digs. There you go, NVA.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go, Shampoo.
Okay, we are really digressing.
I don't think so. I think this is more what this podcast is about. We can spit out numbers and digits, but we're giving philosophy and understanding to because I'm learning here.
Okay. I was just looking at the time.
Oh, are we way off time?
We're 44 minutes already.
Okay. Dang, we are. That's on me then.
No. I think we just might have to.
Okay. Do we need to move on to San Diego at Omaha?
Yeah. So Friday night.
Oh boy, here we go.
I don't even know. I feel like we need to cut the pod and just start a new one. But
Omaha escaped a 5-set. You call it thriller. I call it a 5-set banger with the 8th place San Diego Mojo in front of 11,700 fans at the CHI with an exciting 5th set. You have to admit, I don't think anybody left the building, and it was 9:45 at night. Yeah, and the place was still packed. And it was what the fifth set ended?
I think it was 21-19.
Yes.
21-19, I think, was the fifth set. I was sweating.
You're pitting out?
I was pitting out because for those who are not in attendance, maybe don't know that I interview the player of the match on the Jumbotron immediately following the match. And I was sitting there like panicking, sweating, like my heart's racing because am I doing this or not? Who am I? I was just like all over the place. As I'm sure all the fans were, because if
the Novas would have lost, you wouldn't have did a post-game interview.
Correct.
You knew if we won who you were going to interview because she was the player of the match and set a franchise record in, what's her name?
Kiara Reinhardt. She was hot that night.
She was.
She set the franchise record in kills and points for a middle blocker.
Actually hitting 18 of 25. She is really establishing herself in the middle for the Novas. Hit 640 and 2 blocks.
Which is really funny because I remember at the beginning of the match, I think she was like 0 for 3 in her first swings. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be tough. We need our middles. Thankfully, things turned around and she stepped up big time.
She was able to take some of the pressure off Brooke on the pin, and Brooke still got 73 attacks.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Where do you want to be distribution wise?
Not that
60.
If it's
2020,
if it's like the Final Four, you got to do what it takes. Like at the end of season,
okay,
and like your season's on the line. Like we
but
said,
you're probably not going to be there if you're not getting everybody involved.
Okay, that's a different road we can go down. But if they are there, you want Brooke to be able to perform in April and May when it matters more. So
you're talking about load management.
Right now I'm like, please, like
concerned.
People need, and so that's what I kind of just evaluated. I'm like, I think right now it's so much better, obviously, that the Supernovas are still kind of in this like struggle bus moment.
Flux.
Right now. Everyone would rather it be right now than it is at the end.
Yeah.
And so I think that they're just going to keep grinding. I know a lot of personalities on that team, and that's the kind of players they are. They're devoted to improving and training. And so I think we're going to see that kind of evolution throughout this season. And I think other players will get more in rhythm, comfortable with the setting, and I think it will be much better down the road.
Okay. We're hoping.
Yes.
Because we're doing now is not sustainable.
It's not.
Yeah. And it's not going to get the Supernovas where they want to be come May or end of April. With that being said, you already mentioned it earlier. Brooke Moser came in. Her serve is a weapon, lethal weapon. I like how they're starting to insert her more into the lineup, using her serve as a weapon offensively.
Yeah. I hope they do that more consistently.
Yes. Do you want to talk about our guest last week?
Our guest last week?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hayden Kubik. She came into the match.
I'm so sorry.
She didn't start this one. She started the match after, but this one she came in and provided a spark.
Yeah, absolutely. She came in, and I specifically remember the play she first walked on. She got onto the court. Omaha served her, and she nailed the pass. I mean, it was perfect. Setter didn't even have to move. Marley didn't even have to move. So I was so proud of her in that moment because that's like, kind of a scary moment. You're a rookie. You come in with a crowd of
11,700
and you're back kind of in your home. I don't want to say hometown, but like she went to Nebraska, so there's a lot of eyes on her, and she did great. She actually got the post-match interview request because of just her performance and how she came in and handled that, and she was able to find ways to score, served hard,
passed well, like you mentioned.
So very, very proud of her.
Actually, I thought the Mojo played a pretty good match. I mean, Marin Grote.
They did. So shout out to San Diego, because I thought their defense was so scrappy, but in the best way.
Okay.
Like, do you remember there was just plays where like Omaha would get a great swing and it somehow would hit off someone's shoulder to the setter, and then perfect set to kill. And it's like, what?
Ping pong.
So I don't think it was like Omaha played bad. I just think San Diego really
played well.
Was playing really well.
Grote hit 12 of 25, hit 440, and had 5 blocks. Hayden played well. Also, Morgan Lewis played well.
She played the best match that I've seen her
Me
play.
too.
I think in her career.
I've seen her go up and down and nuke balls in the stands, and then
she looked very strong that night. Unfortunately, she got nuked in the face.
She did? Who got her?
I think it was Marley. Someone hit at Marley, and it shanked off Marley straight into Morgan.
She dropped
straight into her schnoz. She was down.
She was
down for a few minutes. Hopefully, I don't think that would have given her a concussion, but let's hope not.
Right. But she did play great.
Yeah.
And then Grace Loberg also carried a heavy load.
Okay, we do need to move on, but I just want to say that same night, Love Nebraska played Love Madison, and they had what we heard, it was probably around 3,000.
Are you sure about that?
No, I think it was less than.
I don't know the numbers. I tried to chat GPT. I couldn't find it. Chat GPT.
Well, we spoke with someone at the match.
I thought he said it was one of the higher attended matches, and it was still.
He did.
Okay.
But we still estimated it was less than 3,000.
Okay.
But my point is, if one day, the teams are one, just think of the
leagues are one. Yeah. Or the teams are one.
The teams are one. The
Omaha teams are one.
Maybe in a crazy futuristic day, there's 2 teams in Omaha. I don't know. But imagine if there was only one. Think of how cool that would be if we're getting 18,000 people here. Yeah, absolutely. I know. I just, a girl can dream. The potential is insane.
Because we did go to a love match. Do we want to talk about that here? Or?
Yeah, I do want to talk about it, but we are so far behind on time.
We're okay. We can skip some of these.
Well, maybe let's just, I don't know. Maybe we can just talk about this Saturday and Sunday matches.
And then come back to love if we got time.
Yeah.
Because I would like to talk about the love, because that's what people want to talk about.
I would
want to talk about the 2 different leagues.
Let's do Saturday matches, and then we'll go to Sunday. Because the match was on Sunday. We'll talk about Sunday matches.
Orlando at Columbus. We both picked Orlando. Orlando pulls away in the 5th set after the first 3 sets were somewhat lopsided. Behind Charity, say it with me, super duper looper. She went 24-61, hit 295, who carried them until Brittany Abercrombie closed the match out down the stretch in the 5th. I do want to talk about having a closer, the value of having a closer. It was obvious. Super duper looper carried them through the first 4 sets, and then down the stretch they went to Brittany Abercrombie, who is 9 times out of 10 going to close the match for him. So the value of having a closer, a go-to closer.
It's hard to find that skill, and she's got it. So Orlando's got a good thing going on with her. Kind of a roller coaster match. Is kind of the first time we really saw like scores like this. But
what does that mean when you look at that and see that?
Volleyball is a game of momentum. Sometimes that's all it is. And so it's like one team catches it, the other loses it. Then they catch it. Yeah. It is so weird sometimes how just the end of a set and beginning a new one can change within the 3 minutes.
What do you know? Natalie Foster finished with 6 aces.
Yes.
She has no idea where that serve's going according to GMP.
That is so crazy. 6 aces. That's above Betty de la Cruz.
In a match?
I don't think Betty's ever gotten 6 aces in one match.
How was her serve to pass? I know you've seen that serve many a times.
Yeah.
Top spin?
Betty's is a top spin.
Straight top?
Yeah.
Pretty easy to...
It's, I wouldn't say
high velocity.
High velocity, so therefore it has strength and speed. And sometimes it does curve, but not all the time. So I would say, again, I haven't passed it for myself, but I, just from a viewer, would say Natalie's is probably harder.
Okay.
Because it's unpredictable.
Right. And this is the
it's
match.
Probably going in the middle of the court. So if you're in zone 6, it's probably coming to you.
Okay. Good luck. This is the match where Natalie Foster started the 5th set at the service line and got him out to a fast start, which actually, from my perspective, helped him in that 5th set.
So what was the shocking thing, though, about that match?
Shocking thing for me?
Mac Pedraza
sighting.
Yeah.
What do you read into that?
I find that interesting. Because
so do you carry 3 setters, or what are we doing? Because this is
I don't remember who their other setter is. I'm sorry. Might have to pull up the roster, but...
Well, they obviously had one because you don't carry 1.
Right. but I don't know. My take is that Orlando is maybe struggling a little bit. I know that they've won, but they're not as easy wins as they have been.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if they're trying to make some adjustments.
So I get it, but they're not struggling from the setter position. I think Shampoo has that on lock.
I would agree, unless
or is this about
she's
practice
blocking? Unless her blocking is
Mac
struggling.
is 6'2".
She is tall.
Yes,
and she is like, I would say she's a pretty decent blocker.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say she's exceptional, but she's also 6'2". So she's going to be in the way a lot of the times for a hitter.
Okay.
Versus Shampoo is like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also Champoo.
Okay.
Or is it Shampoo? Like you're saying? I don't know, Brad.
I don't know. She's a good setter.
She is good. So that is interesting. That's why sometimes I wish we were just a little fly on the wall in these coaching conversations, because there's been some interesting moves at Dallas and Orlando this week.
Yeah, especially in the setter position. I mean, it seems like the setters that are coming and going a little bit.
Yeah, which is weird. But I think Raynell
Jones,
from Columbus, she was actually my impressive player for that match. Yes, her time on the court was limited, but she came in the fourth and she
made a difference.
She made a difference, especially with her serve.
Okay.
I thought she got in, and I didn't write down
because
how many
in some of the other matches it was with her blocking.
But she came in and she got them out of system quite a bit. So I was impressed with her. And I think I noticed that so for Columbus, it was really interesting. Did you notice that Raina Terry played outside and Flomati never even saw the court?
Yes.
So they had Raina and Megan back on the outside, and they had Jalen Hodge on the opposite.
Okay.
And so I don't know what's going on.
Do you feel like they played better with that change in the lineup or no?
No, I think they could have beaten Orlando had Flomati been on the outside.
Oh, really?
If she was performing well. I don't know. I'm not in the gym.
Maybe she does wear that thing on her hip.
Yep. Maybe she's injured. Maybe it's bothering her. Maybe she's just underperforming right now. I don't know the situation, but I think this change probably did not help them.
Right. And then middle blocker Abby Sky Walker hit 7 of 13 with 2 blocks. And then you mentioned Raynell Jones had 4 blocks. And did she have some aces, or was it just
I think she had at least
serving?
One, and the rest of it was competitive serving. Okay. All right, next is Dallas
this is the
at
one I
Indy.
lost.
This is the one you lost. It could have been either way. The only thing, this was the battle for the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
So whoever won was going to take number 1.
Right.
The only thing
2 is not a winner, and 3 no one remembers because I am number 1.
Okay.
Got it.
The only thing that I really want to say is I just did not it was like an ick to me, back to speaking about icks.
Yeah.
When the coach had shared with the commentators, and therefore the commentators had shared with the public.
Before, during, or after the match?
Before the match.
Oh, okay.
Prefacing that the girls were tired and they were on a long road trip. To me, that's an ick.
Okay.
That is like a losing mindset. In my opinion, when you verbalize something like that, you're preparing to lose, even if it's the truth. I fully believe that they were probably tired and that it was a long road trip, that they were antsy to get home. That all could be true, but you don't verbalize that before a match. In my opinion, that is like a weaker mindset. And it was like an excuse to why we lost before the match even started. I don't know.
So you do know. And because you've coached, what would you have done differently as a coach?
There is always a way to phrase something.
Yeah.
We have a challenge ahead of us. We are going to do our best to overcome it and get the win today.
Right.
Why didn't you just say that?
I always go with feel, felt, found.
Explain.
Felt. I understand exactly how you guys are feeling. As a matter of fact, at one time I felt the exact same way. But what I found was feel, felt, found.
Okay.
Maybe it fits, maybe it doesn't.
They teach you in that in chiropractic school?
Sure.
Okay.
But it translates. The bottom line is that your team has lost before you hit the floor because of the mindset that you entered the match with.
Yes. So to me, I just wish that the coaching staff would have not done that. And, I wasn't a part of that conversation. Maybe the commentators took it out of context. I don't know. But when I first heard that, I was like, oh man. Now I went into that match expecting Dallas to lose after I heard it. I was like, oh, okay, well, they're probably not going to witness them perform now. And then what happened? They went and lost.
25-14, 25-14, 29-27 in the third, but it was
the first two sets are like
uncompetitive.
That's not okay.
And this was for first place in the league.
Yeah. Now I did text Nazi afterwards.
Oh.
And I was like, I hate to see it. Big Dallas fan. Obviously I support you. But I know you know this better now than later. And she was like, absolutely. A loss never feels good, but it's always a learning lesson. Something like that. And it's like, so it's better now than later.
Right. We're building.
But I don't know if it will happen later. I think Indy's gonna go all the way.
Well, we got time will tell.
Yeah.
Let's move right along to San Diego at Atlanta. We both pick Atlanta. This game was on. You want to talk about this a little bit?
So this game was on Vice, and I was not able to watch it because you and I were at the Love Nebraska game, which we will talk about.
Oh, we are going to? Okay.
I saw mixed opinions about Vice online.
Okay.
I saw people, so shout out to Real Pro VB Memes.
Real Pro VB Memes.
They are so funny to me.
That's on Instagram?
It's on Instagram. They're so funny. I actually found out that they're local too. So they're Omaha.
Oh, we were supposed to meet them at the Supernovas game.
We were supposed to meet them and we forgot.
Okay.
But I saw that from them that there was a ton of like technical issues or there was some buffering. I don't know. But then the MLV, reposted something with Vice and I saw all the comments of like, this was so great. You need to stream more games. And so I don't know, can't really speak into it because I didn't experience it for myself. So would be curious to hear more opinions and see what others think. If
nevertheless,
that was a good thing or not. But
yeah, nevertheless, the Vibe win it in 4 sets after dropping the first set behind Leah Edmonds, 19 points, hitting 18 of 46 for 304. Anna Dixon, you want to mention her?
So this is the game where she didn't even start. Aiko Jones got the start.
On the opposite?
And Anna came in, yes.
Okay.
And I think it was a career high of 18 kills.
Wow. 15 of 33, actually, hitting 333.
Oh, I'm sorry. She had probably 18 points.
Yes.
That's probably what it was.
Yep.
But so that was, again, it's like, it's so cool this year to see how if there's a team where a starter or a regular performer isn't performing, how someone else can come and
you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready when your number's called.
It's impressive.
Like the middle blocker Corey Lewis, 5 of 7 and 3 blocks. Good for her.
What did I say? Middles. They're big difference makers.
Yep. And then again, Avery Martin started this match, finished with 12 points.
Ava Martin, Avery Carlson.
So we got Avery Carlson, the setter, had 50 assists, but Ava Martin started, finished on the outside, which is good for her. She was the number 2 overall draft pick in the MLB.
Number 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Which they took that off the MLB website. I don't know why.
Which part?
The draft.
Oh, okay.
I went back I wanted to go check something and it was gone. But anyway, Hayden got the start.
Yes.
So that was cool. Got to actually spend some time with her on Saturday because San Diego was still in town. So
because we played Friday.
And then Maddie was in town as well.
Okay, you guys went clubbing?
Come on. No.
Okay.
They came here and we got to talk for a couple hours. And so I really think that San Diego is going to get it together. Hayden spoke very positively about her coaching staff and teammates. And it just seems like, they're all doing the right things. It's just a matter of time until it really clicks. And so I'm excited to see that progress for them.
So do you think it's going to click at the level that they're going to be in the Final Four come the end of the season, or you think they're just going to move up a couple spots out of eighth?
I don't know. It's possible.
Okay.
It might be extremely difficult because they're only
Not
one
probable.
in 9 is I don't know how many matches are in right now, but it would be really difficult. But I'm not saying it's impossible.
Okay.
But it probably won't happen. But hey,
good for her.
A team can dream. Okay, so then real quick, you and I went to the Love Nebraska game versus Love Austin because Maddie Banks plays for Austin. And so we went in support of her because she's one of my best friends ever. I love her so much. And real quick,
talk about the positives first. Okay. From your perspective, or do you want me to go first?
I can.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought the level was amazing.
Yes. The level of play was amazing.
The level of play was amazing. The players themselves, I'm just being unbiased. They seem bigger, stronger, faster, taller. They're all tall. They were all of them were so tall. So the play itself, I thought, was amazing. It was
a tick or two above the MLV play. Not to say that some of the MLV players couldn't step in and play in the Love.
Correct.
But across the board, the level was a tick or two.
A tick or two higher.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought the game was just a lot cleaner.
Yeah. And especially from the service line.
Yes.
It was amazing.
That is a big complaint that I have, and I think you share
you had.
Is that the serving this year in the MLV is a little it's an underperforming area. I feel like there's a lot of ugly serves, not aggressive serves, but so the play was amazing.
Yes.
What did you think as far as another positive was the
side? Play, and on the positive side for me, a couple things. I've never seen somebody contact the volleyball at 10 feet. That was a sight to behold for me. We were sitting at a good level. We could see at what level Maddie Skinner was hitting from, where the block wasn't really in play. We were able to see her jump so high, hang, find the opening,
Spider-Man,
and then bang. Am I lying?
No, she didn't even. All she had to do was wrist snap because of how high she was.
Yes.
So I think you and I both were most impressed with Madison Skinner and just how she performed. And it was great.
Yep.
It was very great.
So definitely the play for me was a couple ticked up. The other one I wanted to mention was the absolute sniper job that Maddie Cubic Banks did on the setter for the Love Nebraska.
Yeah.
Where she absolutely hit a piss missile down the line and blasted the.
I can't believe they let Laura keep playing.
Right.
You're a doctor. To me, that was a for sure concussion.
Right.
She got blasted.
Yeah.
Nothing slowed that ball down. Nothing. Right. No fingers touched that. It was straight from Maddie's hand to Lara's face. So I am not a doctor, but I was like, how can they let her keep playing? There is no way she is okay.
She took that square.
No way. But she
bounced back, finished the match.
Props to her. I thought she did really well.
Yep. And they were former teammates, so they were able to work it out. And
right. Maddie, of course, came and hugged her after the match and asked her if she was okay.
What's the appropriate thing to do in that situation? Just go under the net and just go, or one of these, or what are we doing?
Every athlete needs to be understanding that you're in a sport. The odds of you getting hit in the face are there, and it's a possibility. So you can't take it personally. I mean, what would you expect? Maddie to just go and tip it because she had no block? I mean, but yes, the respectful thing to do, of course, would be like, hey, are you good? I'm so sorry. Yeah. You know, at least to show that you're a little bit remorseful or like that you care about them. But Lara did a great job of, it's okay. Like it's volleyball. Like it's okay. I didn't take it personally. And they even made some jokes on it on social media.
Yeah, which was fun to see the banter.
Yes.
But yeah, so those were on the positives. On the negatives, I'll let you go first. I wouldn't even say negative because there is no right or wrong way to do it. It's just different. What did you notice that was different from the way the Supernovas are?
I think that,
or not the Supernovas, but the MLV.
Well, it was a lot smaller. Yes. So we had good seats because they were available.
Yes.
Because we just had GA tickets.
We're able to go get whatever seat we wanted to because the attendance numbers was down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that they tried hard with entertainment. Yes. So at least, A for effort. I really liked the live selfie cam.
Okay.
I personally, I love the color schemes and how everyone...
The green, the lime sherbet green?
I do. I like how they each are, known by their colors, but their symbols...
Oh, those are tough.
I have no idea which team is which. I know them by their colors.
Right.
So they're hieroglyphics.
Something.
I don't like those. And I think it's really confusing for fans. They have no idea what squiggle line is which team.
Right.
So I don't like that. But I do think the color schemes are very sharp. And I like almost it's all universal.
Mm-hmm.
They're just different colors in the different hieroglyphics.
You do like that? Because that was what I don't like about it.
Oh, see, I like the uniformity. I like that it's clean and crisp. But I also like the MLV, how every team has its own identity.
It's a franchise.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess I don't know which one I would prefer. I think both are good.
To me, it seemed a little sterile and bland. You don't have your community partners that are investing into this.
Definitely don't think there's local ownership or sponsors.
Along those lines, from my perspective, not being disrespectful whatsoever, but it seemed kind of like when in the old school days when a carnival would come in town. They would come in town for a weekend, really not involved in the community whatsoever, no inroads, no investments, and then they would go and leave town. Just seemed kind of like an exhibition display to me.
I can see that.
But
I think that's a good take.
Okay. And that's my take on that.
Okay.
But definitely, I can see the positive, and I can really see the teams, how if they came together.
I don't know what a merge would look like because they are so different in every single way. Only time will tell us.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
Stay tuned.
Okay, so we need to get going.
Omaha at Grand Rapids.
Oh, man, I thought we were done. Oh, yeah, we still got that one.
We both picked Omaha. Omaha in 4.
I think that Omaha is doing a great job on the road. They're undefeated on the road. I actually asked Coach Luca, why is that? And he mentioned, there's less distractions, there's less noise, everyone's on a schedule and a routine, and I get that. I really do. You're when you go on the road, it's a business trip. It's not a vacation, and so
unless you're in Orlando in January, then
and you get delayed or your flight's canceled.
Yeah.
That's happened every year so far. But anyway,
you get stranded in Orlando?
Yes.
It's not a bad deal.
No. But
sign me up for that one.
Let's stay focused.
Okay. Opposite, Emily Londot
had a career night I was very excited. Hit 400 as an opposite for 40. That's just so good on top of 3 blocks. Toy.
I know you love Toy.
She's a spark plug. Yes. I love her attitude. I love her energies. Love to see her succeeding. Hit 533. That's awesome. That's a difference maker.
We had the opposite with 40 hacks. We had the middle 15 for Toy. I don't know how many Kiara had, but then we also had
Kiara didn't have as many.
Right.
So this goes back to this week was really interesting because you have players who played great in one match and then maybe not so great the other.
Right.
So I'm not saying she had a bad match, but she didn't hit like she did on Friday night.
Grand Rapids was led by middle blocker Al Hassan, hit 11 of 21 for 429 with 3 blocks. And then we had an Allison Mayfield sighting.
Yeah. So why did we have an Allison Mayfield sighting?
You tell me. She scored 11 points.
Carly Snyder was out with some undisclosed injury.
Okay.
They made a comment on it on YouTube, and we don't know what's wrong. They just said, hope she's back soon.
But good for Maeve.
Yeah.
Next woman up.
Maeve got a shot, and, it looks for the most part that she did fairly well. I know Omaha won, but she did good.
PBR only hit 50.
That was the best thing Omaha did, was they kept Paige Briggs Romine to only 050. I mean, that's a low performance for Paige, but I think it's more of a testament to Omaha. They didn't allow her to outperform. And so that's the best thing I think Omaha did on Sunday.
Good for them. Let's get into the rookie of the week.
Okay. Go ahead.
Kiara Reinhardt, franchise record in kills for the Omaha Supernovas, middle blocker.
Yeah, I would second that. Again, this week was a little bit tricky, but if I had to not pick the same as you, I think I would pick Hayden Kubik. I know that's going to sound a little bit biased, but she came off the bench versus Omaha hit 250 and forced them into a fifth set.
She changed the match.
She did. She definitely changed that trajectory. And then she got the start versus Atlanta and still hit over 214 points. So I just really thought the consistency that she provided, I think that's kind of how she identified herself too, as like a steady player. I really liked that.
Okay.
Player of the week, or we can start calling it our hip.
So the player of the week's the hip, which is
high key player.
Okay.
High key impressive player of the week. I think we both agreed on this pick, and it looks like the MLV also agreed on it.
Oh, good.
They posted that today.
Mia
is
the
setter from Indy Ignite. She was the one player I think that really
played both matches
on fire, both matches this week. So definitely she earned it.
Has a lot to do with why they're number one in this league standings right now in the MLV. How about your lip?
My lip, this one was a little bit tough for me. Again, all of these were hard this week.
Yeah, the low key is not so low key anymore.
But I'm going with Natalie Foster on the sole fact that she got 6 aces in one match.
Yeah.
That's
how much? What's the most you've ever had?
In one match?
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
So that's incredible. Career, 6 is incredible.
Oh, yes. 6 is amazing.
And that's the serve that probably more than likely she has no idea where that thing's going.
Correct.
Okay. My lip was Lydia Martin.
Okay.
She was cooking versus Dallas. Yeah, she's my low-key impressive player of the week.
And this next one is funny.
Why?
Because it's the match of the week.
Go ahead.
And I'm picking Orlando versus Grand Rapids, the one that we got in a fight on over.
That's your match of the week?
Yes.
Loser.
You're
how can you have it?
I'm gonna bop you. Okay, tell us what your match was.
Mojo versus Omaha, a 5-set banger with extras in the 5th in front of 11,700 people at the CHI. Does it get any better than that? You're trying to tell me that a sweep, a competitive sweep, is better than what was happening at the Chai?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Moving on.
The 5th set for that Omaha match was the only thing that was really, really exciting for me.
So that's enough right there.
You think that alone is enough to match of the week?
Match. Yours wasn't even a full match. I mean, it was 3 sets. Can someone
please comment and let us know who's right here? Please.
League standings after week 4. We already know. We want to cover the top 4. Let's just cover the top 4. How about that?
Indy, Orlando, Dallas, Omaha.
Omaha hanging on there. So Omaha and Atlanta kind of competing for that 4th position.
Yeah.
The top 4 teams advance to the final 4
Correct.
at the end of the.
We still got a ways to go.
Yeah, but they're starting to create some separation. We'll see how it ends up. Do you want to cover the week 5 previews? Let's go
on
quickly.
On Thursday, we got Omaha at Dallas.
Ooh.
Roku channel.
Ooh.
I'm picking. I don't want to say it.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Dallas.
I thought we were saying. I'm picking Dallas.
Dallas.
Obviously, I hope the best for my girls here in Omaha, and I want them to win. I just don't know if they're at the point in their team chemistry and all their workings. I don't know if they're there yet.
They're still in discovery mode, whereas Dallas pretty much has their pieces in place.
Yeah.
Has been playing at a high level, except for this last one, which they showed up to the match.
Yes.
Exhausted, tired.
All
okay.
Right, so then Friday, we have
the Grand Rapids at Indy. Yep.
I'm picking Indy.
Hey, we got to do it.
We got to move on.
Okay, Indy for me too.
Atlanta or Orlando.
Yep.
I put a question mark on this.
Orlando.
Dude, you're so far You're off. Bad. I picked Atlanta.
Orlando, we split.
I just think that maybe Orlando is just figuring some things out. And so I thought this would be an opportunity for Atlanta to be on the road and just show up.
Okay. I'm going with Charity Super Duper Looper on the pin and then Abercrombie on the other.
I know. Those are hard to.
Yep. Columbus at San Diego.
I'm picking.
Ooh, we're split again.
Yeah, I think I did this intentionally.
Wait.
For drama.
You went first.
But I'm picking.
You picked first. How could you have done it intentionally?
Because I know you.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm picking San Diego.
Over the Columbus? It's at San Diego. Okay.
Because it's at San Diego. I feel like they're gonna figure some things out. I'm just really hoping, Morgan Lewis has another outstanding game.
Hayden.
And Hayden can make a difference. And, there's Marley. So I'm gonna pick it for the drama.
Okay, I'm going with Columbus.
Sunday, Grand Rapids at Dallas. We're picking Dallas. Yep. Then we have Omaha at Orlando.
Were we split again?
We're split again.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm picking Omaha this time.
Okay. I'm going with Orlando.
I'm relying on the fact that they are undefeated on the road and that Orlando is going to be still trying to figure things out.
Okay.
All right. Then we have a match on Monday.
Whoa. Why is that on here? We only go through Sunday.
We're going through the week. This is technically the week.
Indy at San Diego's on a Monday?
We're on...
The San Diego Mojo face Indy Ignite in MLV match on Monday.
Oh, I was right.
At 7 p.m. Pacific.
So there's no Saturday games. So I was right.
Okay. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard.
I'm going with Indy.
I'm going with Indy.
Yep.
All right, guys. We definitely overextended our time.
Way over time, but it was much more fun.
We got a little more conversational this time about, yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you prefer. I mean, if it goes a little bit longer, it's going to be more of this dynamic back and forth. If it's 30, 45 minutes, it's going to be more regimented.
Yeah.
I think our fans would prefer. Just let us know what you prefer. Thank you for joining us on the Major League Minute podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to submit.
Ask Nati Valentin Anderson questions, the AMAs on the Volley app, community section. It'll be right there on the top. You have until Monday, February 9th.
Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.
Okay, bye.